Nation full of ideas and talents. From oceans to the shining rivers across everywhere call home. Everywhere we call home. Hello and welcome to day 2 of the 16 of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Student Debate Competition Season 6. Nigeria's foremost video debate competition for secondary kids aged 13 to 16. I'm Obong-Daniels and I'm delighted to be here alongside my co-host
Yvonne, Okhaifo, Lagos. Good evening to you. Good evening to you, Nigeria. Welcome. Remember, we are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, so do well to connect to the live streams. Today, we continue the round of 16 with 2 matches, as has been our tradition so far.
They see kids say the darndest things, but kids also say the most amazing, most intelligible things in history. And in our midst, in the last 2 weeks plus now, we've hosted some of the brightest young minds this country has got on offer. It is an honor, a privilege, and an outright delight to do this. Sit here every evening, Mondays to Thursdays, and host the amazing young talents. Let's start the show today by bringing in our judges. Chief Judge, Dr. Chike Ngbadiche, is the head of the Department of Communications, Media and Cultural Studies, the Pan Atlantic University here in Lagos, Nigeria. He's ably assisted by Judge Ishoma Againe, head of Legal and Administration for the Cool Wazobia Info family of radio stations. Also, Judge Ama Ekove Basi, the program officer at Budget Nigeria. Also standing by and judging and ensure everything is A-OK. Ufoma Egbamuno, news manager for Nigeria in Cool FM and Wazobia FM.
And now that you've met our judges, let's introduce our partners for the tournament. We have Obiwizi, that is giving the contestants over 1 million naira in prizes and is also providing other logistics. Obiwizi is Nigeria's pioneer e-commerce platform for pre-owned, brand new trading gadgets. They are Nigeria's home of gadgets with warranty. Booker Hut is making sure that the contestants stay refreshed. Booker Hut is also offering outdoor catering services this festive season. If you tell Booker Hut you're from Nigeria, you will get a great deal on your outdoor catering. And of course, Stover Industries, the makers of Swiss air freshener and body care products, are giving the participants all 32 of them gift packs containing their products. Now, for sponsorship or partnership, call 070-3498-4352. That's 070-3498-4352. You can also send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm.
What are these kids debating for? What are they contesting for? For one thing, a place in the national finals, the tournament of champions. But even here and now, they stand a chance of winning prizes. The winner of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Debate Competition Season 6 will walk away with 1 million naira, an HP laptop, a Green Lion folding laptop stand, and a Green Lion 3-in-1 set. The first runner will go home with 500,000 naira, a GP Pro Gaming console, a GL G10 Ultra, a Green Lion 3-in-1 set, and a JBL Clip 4. Second runner-up will go home with 150,000 naira, a GL G10 Ultra tablet, Green Lion O2 earbuds, and a Green Lion Smartwatch SE. These gadgets are courtesy of Obiwizi. And now, like other participants, the top 3 will also receive gift packs from Stover Industries, makers of Swiss air freshener and body care products.
Our contestants today are Norma Faustina Jonas and Oghenemega Magrimor this hour. They will debate the topic: private universities should have access to the Tertiary Education Trust Fund. And then at 5 p.m., Stephen Yebetari and Minanengio Fori David will debate the topic: recall process for lawmakers should be reviewed.
Time waits for no one. It is indeed time. Let's meet contestants for the first debate of today. Contestant is 14 years of age, an SS2 student of Copeland Schools, Ikorodu. Her name, Jonas Neoma Faustina. How are you doing, Neoma?
Thank you.
It's good to meet you again. It's good to have you in studio.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Impressive the last time out. We're looking forward to another breathtaking debate. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Our opponent, 14 years of age, same class, SS2, different school, cracking international schools. Make welcome to Oghenemega Magrimor. How are you doing?
Fine, sir.
Oghene, or more like Ga. That's what the name they call you. Are you good to go?
Yes, sir.
So, impressive first round of debates. May the best debater win. Do not choke under the pressure of round 16. We've seen some do so. But I have the confidence that you too will be fine. So let's do this.
You first met Norma Faustina Jonas, Oghenemega Magrimor, in the place. Faustina opposed the motion that uniforms should be abolished in schools. On the other hand, Magrimor argued that Nigerian lawmakers deserve bulletproof cars. Our details for 5 p.m. were first introduced to you in the playoffs when Stephen and Tertiary debated the topic, the NBC is right to propose social media regulation. And Mina Nelferi David argued that agriculture was a more viable economic option than oil for Nigeria. Now, to our debaters for this hour. You already know that judges will award points based on the number, the quality, and the originality of every unique point you make. The judges will also judge your style based on the clarity of thought and eloquence of presentation. If you're both tied, you will engage in a tiebreaker round. For the tiebreaker, you'll switch sides and debate the point argued side previously argued by your opponent. Again, you will be scored for all original points that you make, which were missed by your opponent. Okay? Now, the winning debater will qualify for the round of 8, or otherwise known as the quarterfinal. Is that fantastic?
You know rules, Norma. You know the rules. Yeah. But let's go over them again. You're not allowed to use previously prepared notes, but you are allowed to jot down points you make. You can also jot down the points made by your opponents for your rebuttal rounds. There are 3 rounds in a debate: the presentation round, the rebuttal round, and the closing rounds. 3 minutes for each round. Is that clear? So let's go.
All right, then. Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, it is time to debate. I've got tiny pieces of paper folded and I'm here. These will determine how you debate today. Remember, you're told to prepare for both sides of the topic, right? Now you will pick simultaneously, and then we will go ahead.
The ritual continues. A reminder, we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Go to our official Facebook account. That's Nigeria Info 99.3. Search for Nigeria Info on YouTube. You cannot miss it. And join the broadcast. Remember, after the first debate, the YouTube video you see now or the Facebook live stream video you see now will terminate once we end the first debate. For the second debate, there will be a new YouTube video and a new Facebook video. I'll remind you of that again. This time, we are ready to go into the debate.
Ready, truly. Now, let's find out how the debater pick. I will start with you, Faustina. What will you be debating today?
I'll be arguing for.
Fantastic. That means Mega will argue against the motion that private universities should have access to the Tertiary Education Trust Fund.
If we have the permission of our esteemed listeners, our panel of judges, and our accurate timekeeper, let's begin.
All right. We will start with the motion porter, Norma Faustina Jonas. She is 14 years old from Copeland Schools, and she is supporting the motion that private universities should have access to the Tertiary Education Trust Fund. Faustina, your 3 minutes start now.
A quote by Harry Ford says, and I quote, "Anyone who stops learning is old, either at 20 or at 80, but anyone who keeps learning is young." Good evening, honorable hosts, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debater, and my listening audience. I'm Jonas from Copeland College, Ikorodu, and I'll be speaking for the proposition which is that private universities should have access to TET fund. Where to start with? Giving private universities tertiary education trust fund would help to promote diversity, allowing students to choose from range institutions. Because if the two institutions have the same opportunities, the students will be able to choose the one they want. They won't be like they won't have a disadvantage on a particular type of university. Also, giving private universities tech fund would ensure that the students in private universities have similar opportunities as counterparts in the public universities. Because if the public universities have test fund, they will have increased facilities. They will have good facilities, good education materials. So private universities also know these things, and if they are giving test fund, they also have the same opportunities as their counterparts. Moreover, giving private universities test fund would help to foster excellence and innovation in this sector, because the institutions will be able to invest in facilities, state-of-the-art facilities, and they'll be able to invest in their research development. Furthermore, giving tech fund to private universities would help to accomplish the national goal of promoting education in both sectors. It's not only one university that you need to improve the quality of the education there. You also need to improve the quality of education in private universities as well, not only private and public universities. Furthermore, if private universities are giving tech fund and their education quality is improved, they'll be able to attract foreign investments and foreign partners, increasing the reputation of the country in a positive way. Also, if private universities are giving tech fund, there is a possibility that their tuition fee will be reduced, because they won't have to rely on their sponsors and funders for funding anymore, giving less privileged people more opportunities to be able to access these type of universities. In fact, giving tech fund to private universities would be able to help them to reduce the burden of public universities. It will help them to be able to accommodate the problem capacity. Because, let's imagine, I have an aunt, she's a medicine student and she goes to a public university. If they have a lecture by 8, you will find people there by 6, 7. If you come there 10 minutes to it, you're automatically late. Why? Because people are trying to find seats to sit. Thank you.
Impressive opening round by Norma. "14 years of age." And now we'll go to our equally 14-year-old opponent.
Magrimor, he is opposing the motion that private universities should have access to the Tertiary Education Trust Fund. Mega, your 3 minutes start now.
According to Miles Moreau, if abuse is not known, then abuse is inevitable. Before I start my debate, I'd like to give the proper courtesy to the moderator, panel of judges, accurate and keeper, co-debater, and of course my lovely audience. My name is Magrimor, Oghenemega, and I'm here to go against the notion that says private universities should get access to TED funds. Now, TED Fund is an interventionist agency for Nigeria's tertiary education. But so why shouldn't private universities get access to this? First of all, let's talk about a matter of accessibility. People of nowadays, they are not financially capable of entering these luxurious private universities. Obviously, their next choice will be public universities, and that is why there's a huge variety of space. Like, that's why there are a lot of students going there due to the easy accessibility. So one should focus on where there is a higher population, because according to because it says that private universities only have 6% of students in the country, while public universities have over 94% of students. So where should they focus more on? The one that 6% or 94%? And again, to also cause an increase in money, TED do not just magically get this money. They take 2% from the tax of the country. So if they extend it to private universities, then they will have to increase the money they take, which will reduce the money for the government to handle other matters like, let's say, health or roads. And this could serve as a problem in the long run. Then there also be proliferation of higher institutions. Now, we cannot deny the fact that there are people with ill motives in this world. So some might decide to establish private universities just so they get the funds that come with it, the perks that come with it, and maybe at some point they will even end the university deals with after they feel like they've gotten what they want. Then there's also the burden of monetary. TED Fund will also have to monitor this kind of distribution. So if they extend it to private universities, then the TED Fund will have to increase the number of people monitoring and the fees. And obviously, these things cannot come cheap. Then there's also the lobbying nuisance. And people that run private universities, we all know that it's an individual, or who knows, maybe more, but it is not the government. So those individuals will take the opportunity to bribe the government to increasing the funds allocated to them, which could serve as a problem. Some may say that not giving private universities discrimination, but I say no because I feel like it's prioritizing. They have to prioritize the way they use their money. They have to prioritize the way they distribute it, how much it will serve as an impact, how beneficiary it is. And this is what they are doing. They aren't discriminating anyone. And then again, there's a famous he who pays the piper dictates the tune. Now, the government will have some intervention in private affairs if the private universities are leaning or are depending on the funds allocated to them by the government. So the government will have some level of control over those private universities. So would the private universities see this as an advantage? Me, I don't think so. So this, thank you.
All right, it's landed. How about a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. Okay, so impressive opening action for both Noma and Mega.
We may have to take a short break for the rebuttal round.
Most certainly. For the break, however, Jonas, to please watch it. I know there's a lot of pressure and tension, but because it's also a learning curve, use of language, okay, proliferation, not proliferation, whatever it was that I heard. And of course, I know you use beneficial. You said something is beneficiary instead of something is beneficial. So beneficial in the context, not beneficiary. We'll keep that in mind as we go on this quick break. And when we come back, we'll relaunch ourselves into the I Beg to Differ Students Debate Competition.
We have entered the round of 16 of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ debate competition. Lagos, Nigeria, meet your debaters. For Monday, it's Akilo Charles versus Oguneye Ayomide.
Banning foreign governors from taking government appointments opens a wider pool.
And Emmanuel Bethel versus Uzawane Emmanuel.
Why are people with the political agenda has led to over 1 million deaths worldwide?
On Tuesday, it's Faustina versus Oghenemega Magrimor and Stephen and Rebuttal versus Minanengiofuri David.
We sent to school so that we can be able to break down areas of culture.
So imagine how good the economy organized family is widely practiced.
On Wednesday, Kaba Theophilus will meet Jewel Olua at 4 p.m. and at 5, Oluwalade Demilade faces Claire Mika. On Thursday, Oladimeji Deniola will go head-to-head with Mary Uke Ashia, and at 5, Daniela Oga will face Richard Naomi.
Are you saying they will force to bite? No, because can bite anyhow.
Now there's no denying the fact that the rules are actually bad, and you will need a fast move.
Nigeria Info's I Beg to Debate competition. 32 debaters, now 16, one winner, 1 million naira. I am Yvonne Okhaifo. Join the contestants, Femi Obong-Daniels, and me as we travel this journey together. Supported by Obiwisi and Booker. For sponsorship, please call 070-3498-4352 or send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm.
Lagos, I know I'm not the only one who gets worried or bothered about getting quality pre-owned gadgets or accessories, especially when I'm trying not to break the bank in getting a brand new one, if you know what I mean. And if you have that same concern, then you'll be interested in the gist I'm about to give you, okay? And this one is coming from Obiwisi, Nigeria's e-commerce platform for pre-owned gadgets. Lagos, with Obiwisi, it's quality guaranteed. And the part that calms me is that it comes with a warranty. Yes, Lagos, they are Nigeria's home for gadgets with warranty, where you can purchase all your favorite gadgets and quality accessories, both brand new and pre-owned. So you see, you have nothing to worry about. Obiwisi has got your back. And guess what? You can also trade your older devices to newer models in a simple and convenient way. So if or whenever you decide to sell off your device to meet that important cash obligation, then Obiwisi is definitely your guy. And you don't have to worry about delivery because Obiwisi delivers nationwide with offline and pickup stores in Ikeja, Lekki, Abuja, and Bini. So don't waste time. Call Obiwisi today on 0813-943-5241, 0813-943-5241, or you can visit their website at www.obiwizi.com. That is OBIWEZY.com, or you send them an email at info@obiwizi.com. That is info@obiwizi.com. obweezy.com. You can also reach out to them on social media. Yes, they are there. On X, you can find them at Obweezy, that's OBIWEZY in small letters, but they're temporarily not available on Instagram due to the activities of scammers and impersonators. So please, Lagos, watch out for any fake page. Remember, Lagos, if you need to purchase your favorite gadgets or accessories, whether brand new or pre-owned, Obweezy is your guy.
Kudos Home Christmas and New Year instant allocation promo. Come buy land, make you turn landlord jejely. If you pay for your land, now free of charge, then go give you Christmas gifts like live chicken, live turkey, $1 of ororo, bag of rice plus deep freezer. 650,000 naira. Now be one plot of land for Agbawa Ikorodu for Lagos State. Buy one plot of land, make you collect live chicken. Buy two plot of land, make you collect live chicken and one bag of rice. Buy three plot of land, make you collect live turkey, ororo and one bag of rice. If you come buy 6 plot of land, you go collect one bag of rice plus deep freezer, free of charge. No dull yourself. Hurry, take opportunity of Kudos Home Christmas and New Year instant allocation promo. Victor Landlord. Ring 070-4601-4663. 070-4601-4663. Kudos Homes Limited. There for number 171 Abule Odu bus stop, Egbeda, Idimu, Lagos. With Kudos Homes Limited, Oga Landlord is sure for you.
Where you go day on the 8th of December. Them not the tell blind man say salt inside soup now. Nah, the experience for Tafawa Balewa Square. Igwe. Experience no. Yes, so this is the 18th edition of the experience and the team. Now Jesus, our waymaker. Now which people go minister gospel heavyweight there plenty. Team Godfrey, Travis Green, Naomi Rain, Johnny McLaughlin, Nash, Lucy Odiekon, William Adowell, Nathaniel Bassi, Dr. Alabi, Moses Bliss, Adinka Lashiyori, Adaehi, Prince Emmanuel, Muiwa Olewaju, Mr. M and Revelation, IBP, B.D. Sachs, Onos Ario, and the Lagos Metropolitan Gospel Choir. Host, Pastor Paul Adefarasi. The experience will happen Friday, 8th December from 7 p.m. for TBS Onikon, Lagos. Don't forget, say this one now live worship. There's a delay. Now make fire will not fly like other birds. The experience 18, 2023. Raise yourself.
Oh, they call my phone again. Chai, what did I go tell them like this? Say I no get money to contribute for Mama funeral, eh? Hello?
Proper low. How far now? You don't send money give them for Mama funeral. I just sent myself. Cannot wait for that. They go around.
Where you take the see money, Cynthia? You don't get sugar daddy?
Proper low. Sugar daddy kwa. Now Salam family love plan, Joe.
Introducing the Sanlam Family Love Plan. Sanlam Family Love is a truly unique plan that ensures you give your departed loved ones a memorable farewell with love and dignity when the unthinkable happens. Speak to any of our financial advisors at First Bank branch near you or simply visit www.sanlam.com.ng to get started.
But what you know they tell me about this kind of thing now?
Sanlam. Live with confidence.
What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with no sizzling cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans?
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of no cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So, go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
Some say the location and top-notch architecture is the best feature of Chateau Royale's Halivine residence in Lekki Ajah. Others say it's the underground electrification and 247 lights, proximity to Novari Mall, the sea of all that comes with it, and the endless investment opportunities, all at a starting price of 3.5 million naira. For your Halivine residence 1, 2, and 3-bedroom apartments, semi-detached and terraces, call 0809-019-4101. That is 0809-019-4101. Or visit www.chateauroyale.ng.com.
Here is hoping all your dreams come true in everything you do. Season's greetings from all of us at Page Financial.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
We have entered the round of 16 of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ competition. Lagos, Nigeria, meet your debates. For Monday, it's Akilo Charles versus Ogunaye Ayomi.
Banning former governors from taking government appointment. Who's a wider pool?
And Emmanuel Beth versus Uzawane Emmanuel.
When people vote, the political agenda in Nigeria has over 5 million deaths worldwide.
On Tuesday, it's Jonas Faustina versus Oghenemega Magrimor and Stephen and Tertiary versus Minanengiofuri David.
They are sent to school so that we can be able to break down barriers of culture.
So imagine how good them will be. Mechanized farming is widely practiced.
On Wednesday, Kaba Theophilus will meet Dual in Olua at 4 p.m. and at 5, Oluwalade Demilade faces Claire Mika. On Thursday, Oladimeji Deniola will go head-to-head with Mary Uke Ashia, and at 5, Daniela Gaga will face Richard Naomi.
Yes, can you tell me what's responsible? No, because anyhow.
Now there's no denying the fact that the roads are actually bad and you need a fast move.
Nigeria Info's I Beg Differ debate competition. 30 debaters, now 16, under 1 million naira. I am Yvonne Okhaifo. Joins the contestants, Femi Obong-Daniels, and me as we travel this journey together. Supported by Obiwisi and Booker Hut. For sponsorship, please call 070-3498-4352 or send an email to info@nigeriainfo.m.
Welcome back. Back to Differ Students Debate on 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's time for the rebuttal round.
That's right. We'll start with the motion opposer, Oghenemega Magrimor. Mega, your 3 minutes start now.
Hold on,
We're
resetting for you. Give us a second.
Okay, your 3 minutes starts now.
Now I'd like to continue with my rebuttal. First of all, my opponent stated that it will bring up diversities and equal opportunity. I fail to see where the equality is in this because private universities are known to be better than public universities. So if third funds start supporting private universities, doesn't this boost them and doesn't this actually get them far away from equality? Instead, they should focus on the one that is really facing troubles and challenges now so they can level down one as well to provide equal opportunities for the people. Now, she stated that third fund will give them give private universities increased facilities. Well, let's look at the facts here. Which university needs more facilities, private or public? To me, I believe it's public because they are the ones that the private universities are known to be, like I stated before. So obviously, you'll have more facilities, you'll have better facilities. So why don't they just focus on public universities so they can improve that one as well? And she also stated there will be excellence and innovations. Well, to this, I say that the private universities, honestly, to me, I believe that they don't really need this much help from state funds because they aren't suffering as much as public universities. So what really brings out the excess is if they should help public universities because public universities mainly need it, and then to bring about foreign investments. Truth be told, foreign investments is not really the focus. A third fund is meant to be a support and interventionist agency. They are meant to support and help the universities, the educational sectors that need it. So they should focus on these things and not misplace their priorities and foreign investment is a misplacement of priority. So with these points of mine, I hope I've been able to remove every doubt in your head that private universities should get associated funds. Thank you.
All right. Remember, the topic is private universities should have access to the Tertiary Education Trust Fund or TED Fund. Norma, it's time to rebut Mega's points, and you listen to the Q&A.
Norma, Faustina Jonas, your 3 minutes start now.
All protocols dealers, I'm still Jonas Norma, and I'm here to counter the points made by my opponents during the presentation round. Okay, firstly, my opponent said that what are financially capable parents that can't afford private universities? Our test fund is there to help them to facilitate the public universities so that they can access this university. But I can remember I clearly said this during my presentation round that if private universities will be giving test fund, there's a possibility that their tuition fees will reduce, and then less privileged people will be able to have access to the private universities. Yes, if they give them this test, they won't have to completely rely on their sponsors and founders anymore. Their tuition fees will reduce. Also, I said that if private universities should be giving test funds, they have to increase their monetary personnel and facilities. From my perspective, this is a good thing because it will increase job creation. Yes, it will increase the level of employment in the situation in the economy because we need people to monitor those things. They are employing people, creating jobs. It's a good thing for society. Also, my mom said that if private universities are giving TET fund, they will on the government. But I don't think this is so, because if private universities are giving this TET fund, they won't have to lean the government, because before they were relying on the government. They had their sponsors and their founders. If they are giving TET fund, it does not completely mean that they are founders alone. They will still support them, but not like in kind of huge way again. It will just help reduce the burden on their sponsors. Our opponents also said that if private universities should be giving TET, we're about to increase the tax they call it. But please, this tax is from both public and private universities. As far as that private companies, as far as that company is registered under the government, they will have to pay tax. Okay, now a person or the manager of a company going to a private school is paying that tax. Why then is he not benefiting from the same tax? Why are they giving it to only public schools alone? My opponent also says that if private universities should be giving test to TET fund, they will bribe them for them to increase the fund, and they will also just want to get the fund. But I don't think it is so, because they weren't relying on the government before. So why would they want to embezzle the funds? Aren't the public universities the one embezzling these funds? Because now people are saying that the time given to public universities aren't enough, but it is very enough. So with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince any other doubts in your minds that public universities, private universities should have access to fund. Thank you.
Jonas Norma Faustina has rebutted the points made by Oghenemega and Magrimor. You have heard the presentation, the rebuttal rounds as well. We will now hear the closing arguments, and we'll start with you, Faustina. You have the motion to put.
We give them a quick break.
But of course we will.
A quick breather, and when we come back, it will be time for the closing round.
And yes, it is the festive season, and the one brand that is looking to help you celebrate in the most efficient and enjoyable way possible is Buka Hut. Yes, get ready for an unforgettable celebration this festive season, because Buka Hut is firing up the excitement with sizzling outdoor catering services it has on offer this season. Buka Hut brings you a buffet extravaganza, an out bar serving up refreshing drinks, ladies and gentlemen, a suya grill stand firing up all the flavors, and a mala spot for that authentic Naija experience. Emergency bookings for those who have spontaneous moments where they need food, for bulk orders for your hungry squad, and so on and so forth. Amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Buka Hut is not just catering. They are creating moments that will last. Yes, for you and everyone that you love. And the best part is that it is all at your fingertips. Simply pick up phone and dial 0700 055 0055 or slide into Buka Hut's WhatsApp with the 0812 82627. Let Buka Hut make your celebration an unforgettable experience. Thank you when you find out it is for real.
All right. Welcome back. This is it. Norma, this is it. Mega. Closing. Yvonne.
Right, we will start the motion supporter, as I said earlier. Faustina, you have 3 minutes to rest your argument on the topic. Private universities should have access to the Tertiary Education Trust Fund. Start now.
All protocols usually observed. I'm still Jonas, and I'm here to add more points to what I've said. Firstly, flourishing private university can lead to an increased human capital development. This can help in the economy, because there are many things that need improvement in the economy. And if this private university be given this TET fund, there will be more jobs, more facilities, and also giving private universities TET fund can help to increase the competitiveness of Nigerian higher education on a global stage. It can also enable the students to be able to use compete based on merits. They can use their results to compete with other countries. Like now, can you compare the results of someone going to a public university without somebody going to a university abroad? But if this TET fund is given to private university, as my opponent earlier said, that private universities are better than public universities. Why don't they focus on the one that is better? Let them improve it very well. And when they can compete to the standards of other universities globally, then they can start on the other one. My opponent also said during the rebuttal that let the government prioritize on the ones that are important. Does it mean that private universities are also important? It's like that you have 2 warehouses the two warehouses you are storing yams in the two of them, then instead of you to equally distribute it for the two warehouses, expanding one, so you can just saving your yam in one. You are not expanding the other one. Why don't they export the private universities and the public universities? Because the private universities are as important as the public universities. Also, giving private universities state fund can help to create jobs. I've earlier stated this thing, that if they are giving this state fund, it's the expansion of academic staff, contributing to the creation of jobs in the society. In fact, if private universities are giving state fund, it can help the economy in such a way that more people will be able to have access to good education. I'm not saying that public university education are not standard. They are standard, but it's somehow okay if a student is given the right to choose what university he wants to go to. And if their tuition fees are affordable, why then won't you want to go to a private university? You would have it will become your choice to choose which university to go to. I hope at this point of mine I'll be able to convince my audience that private universities should also have access to TET fund. Thank you.
All right, now, Lagos, you have heard from the motion supporter. We will now go to the motion opposer. Mega, it is time to rest your arguments, and you have 3 minutes. Start now.
That protocol you observe, I'd like to finish what I started with my conclusion. So first of all, my opponent stated in her rebuttal that the funds will be reduced private universities. Now, let's be true with ourselves. Private universities, some of their prices could be ranging from 1 million above 4 million. So how much would they even reduce it by compared to public universities? Now, people that are seeing financial issues, I'm not just talking about schools. We're talking about food, water, shelter, clothing, and all that. So if they find that private universities have reduced their funds, but they still have public university, which will obviously be cheap. So why would they now decide to, all right, let's just go for a private one since the cost has gone down? People don't easily change their mindset like that. So, and she also stated in her rebuttal that the job creation good since they are expanding. Well, what about the salaries and the wages? If more people get the jobs, if it has increased, then as I said before, the cost will increase as well, because not only will they need to buy more facilities, but let's talk about the wages. If the people increase, they will still have to pay them eventually, and this will reduce the money allocated to the government so they can help other places in the country. Then, as I didn't state that, I said that there will be government interference. I didn't really emphasize on that. This will lean on the government. The government will have a certain say, because if private universities use the tax or the funds given by TED funds to the private universities, then use it to get themselves facilities at some point, and then the government will also have this certain interference ability in those private universities. Then she also stated that the private universities never used to rely on government, so why would they now start investment? Well, the thing is, humans change, right? If they find an opportunity, some humans want to take it. I'm not saying that are bad, but I'm not saying that all are good at this time. Some humans want to take this as a chance to get more. Hence, it could lead to embezzlement. We have seen it many times, and I'm sure that might even be the end. And she also said that public school funds are enough. Well, I'm sure most of the public schools disagree with that, because as she stated herself, public schools have high numbers than private universities. So with these high numbers come more textbooks, more clothes to be gotten, and more facilities altogether. So how do you say the funds are enough when there are even numerous public universities? So I believe that they should focus on helping the public universities. Then she also stated that if there are 2 warehouses in her conclusion, well, the thing is, if one warehouse, if the roof is coming down while the other warehouse is still somehow strong, which one they focus on? They decide that, all right, let's help that one that's strong, and let's also try and help the both of them. When one roof is clearly falling down, no, they won't. Thank you.
That was supposed to be Mega's closing round, but apparently he had unfinished business in the rebuttal. Oh, dear Lord. Well, Lagos. You have heard these brilliant kids debate the topic. The private universities should have access to the Tertiary Education Trust Fund.
Well, the Eagle has landed, and these 14-year-old SS2 students have taken this battle to the wire. How did they perform? Who won this round? Might we see our very first tiebreaker today. Time will tell. The judges are collating. They'll get back to us as soon as they do have the numbers. Remember, we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. We'll take a very brief break. Hopefully, by the time we return, the results will be out and we will share with you. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
We have entered the round of 16 of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ debate competition. Lagos, Nigeria, meet your debaters. For Monday, it's Akilo Charles versus Oguneye Ayode.
Banning former governors from taking government appointments opens a wider pool.
And Emmanuel Phil versus Uzawane Iman.
When people vote, the political agenda led to over 5 million deaths worldwide.
Tuesday, it's Jonas Faustina versus Oghenemega Magrimor and Stephen and Tertiary versus Minane Ofori David.
They are sent to school so that they can be able to break down barriers of culture.
You know how good the economy will be, mechanized farming is widely practiced.
On Wednesday, Kabafios will meet Jewel Iniolua at 4 p.m. and at 5, Oluwaladedeme faces Claire Mika. On Thursday, Oladime Daniola will go head-to-head with Mary Uke Ashia. And at 5, Daniela Ogaga will face Richard Naomi.
The audience, can you tell me what's up? Like, no, because I can bite you anyhow.
Now there's the fact that the roads are actually bad and you need a fast route.
Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ debate competition. 32 debaters, no 16, one winner, 1 million naira. I am Yvonne Okhaifo. Join the contestants, Femi Obong-Daniels and me, as we travel this journey together. Supported by Obiwizi and Booker Hut. For sponsorships, call 070-3498-4352 or send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm.
Welcome back, Lagos. Welcome back, Nigeria. It is time for the decisions. Just before we go into the decisions, I just to point out, and it's very minute detail, but it will help. Norma, it's economy, okay, and it's economics. So you are mixing it up and using economy, so it's economy. Having said all is well, and it is time. Decide. Do we have all the scorecards in?
It appears that we do.
At this point, it is decision time. So let me kickstart with the scorecard of George Ishoma. For the presentation round, George Ishoma scored Norma 13 points. Mega 14 points. For the rebuttal round, Norma 7 points. Mega 7 points. For the closing rounds, Norma 7 points. Mega 9 points. For style, Norma 9 points. Mega 9 points. For a total of 36 points. To Norma and 39 to Mega.
And on Judge Ama Ekelve's scorecard, it's a tie. This is real news. Anyway, for presentation, Norma, you were awarded 11.5 points. And Mega, you got 12 points. See, just a tiny margin of 0.5. For rebuttal, Norma was awarded 12 points and Mega 9.5. For closing, Faustina, you were awarded 7 points. Mega, you were awarded 9 points. For style, you both tied at 6 points. With a total of 30.5, to Faustina and 36.5 to Mega.
It's that where you say Okbari.
Indeed.
It's beautiful. It means there are just 3 points after 2 judges' scorecards between Norma and Mega. The latter slightly in the lead, which brings us to the judges' scorecard. Dr. Chike, for the presentation rounds, scores Norma Faustina 14 points. Mega 12.5 points. The lead cut in half. For the rebuttal round, Norma 11 points. Mega 7.5 points, swinging the lead in the other direction. For the closing remarks, the closing arguments, it gets interesting. Number 6.5 points. Mega 10.5. For style, even Stevens, 7 points apiece, for a total of 38.5 points to Norma and 37.5 to Mega.
Is it weird that I have goosebumps? Anyway,
I don't know what to say.
Anyway,
what does our standby judge think?
Well, he awarded 49
in total
to Norma and 43.5 in total to Mega.
Final results. Norma Faustina, a combined total of 111 points. Mega, a combined total of 113 points.
Congratulations to you, Mega. You have advanced to the round of 8, otherwise known as the quarterfinal. I could literally feel and hear your palpitation. Your heart going quick.
And mine too. Mine too.
What a difference of just 2 points. 2 points only.
Unfortunately, we have to go on a break. But Norma, you have brilliant. I love you. We love you. And we love what you have done. Take pride in what you've done. You are a star. You will go places. We'll be back.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates